They said you wanted to see me, Coach?
Yeah, man. Step on up into my office. It's HomeSpun Sports with Coach John Montgomery. Sports talk with a twist of down-home wisdom. Welcome. We are mighty glad you tuned in. It's HomeSpun Sports. Sports talk with just a twist of down-home wisdom. I am your host, John Montgomery, the coach. I'm right here in Houston, Texas, but way up in Oklahoma City. My show enough ride or die. What's up, Slim? Good to see you, man.
Not much, Coach. How you doing?
Slim, I'm grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Man,
yes,
my brother.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, your response to last week's show was so favorable, and we do appreciate it. So since you liked it last week, we thought we'd run it back again. So without any further ado, I give to you Slim's Pickens. Take it away, Slim.
I've got a question. In NAIA football, how is it possible that that Langston University could have a record of 6-0 and only be ranked as high as 39? And speaking of rankings, going into week 7, the highest ranked HBCU 1AA football team is Jackson State with a record of 5-1, which makes me wonder what could have been had Coach Prime established a run game in that 12-7 loss to Louisiana Monroe. Coach Prime, those are the types of games you must win in order to gain respect in Black college football. There's a great concern at Grambling State University, and rightfully so. Last Saturday, Grambling State University took down Texas Southern University, my alma mater, 34-20. While it was a valiant effort by the Tigers of Texas Southern University, they did come away with a loss. No credit to Grambling State University. In their 2020 football season, Grambling State University played 10 games and only won 2. Since then, they have only won 3 games. Understand this. Grambling State University's national identity is their football program. The forerunner of the HBCU Classics, I'm talking about the Whitney M. Young Classic, played between Grambling State and Morgan State in Yankee Stadium, dates back all the way to 1968. The granddaddy of all HBCUs, the Bayou City Classic. Bayou City Classic this year is going to be sponsored by Procter & Gamble. So, Grambling, I ask you, how are you going to turn this around and change the current course of your actions? My personal suggestion, head football coach at Lane College, Byron Brown. Current record of 4-3. Number 1, he is a Gramblingite. Number 2, he's been a part of SWAC championships both as a player and as a coach. And number 3, he's a Doug Williams disciple. He has a fan base, and I believe he will rally the Grambling fan base and the alumni. He was a part of the great Eddie Robinson's last recruiting class, and he is steep in the Grambling tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, that is home. That is Slim's Pickens.
Way to go, my brother. Way to go. You picked that thing, dog. You picked that thing, no question. And I think you're
Appreciate
spot
that,
on
Coach.
right. I think
I
you're
appreciate it.
absolutely right, Slim. Byron Brown is ready to turn that program around.
Yes, sir. Now, look, Coach, we got some quarterback controversy at the University of Oklahoma.
We do? No, we don't. No, we don't. I tell you what we do have at the University of Oklahoma. We have a dadgum shame. That's what we got at the University of Oklahoma.
Okay.
Now, the Red River rivalry played 2 weeks ago, yesterday. Oklahoma versus Texas, the largest, arguably the largest rivalry in college football. Now, here's what we know. Oklahoma's down 21 points. Spencer Rattler ain't getting it done. Lincoln Riley benched him, puts in Caleb Williams. Now, prior to Caleb Williams coming in the game, Spencer Rattler had played 30 snaps, generated 150 yards of total offense, and only 1 touchdown. Lincoln Riley said, enough of this, puts in a true freshman, Caleb Williams. Hot off the bench, or cold off the bench, Caleb Williams comes into the game, played 50 snaps, generated 511 yards of total offense, and 5 touchdowns. You hear me? 5 of them. So there ain't no controversy. Ain't no controversy. But it's a dadgum shame, and here's why. 2 reasons. Number 1, understand something. Spencer Rattler ain't been right in weeks. He ain't been getting it done. And well, even Ray Charles could see that boy wasn't playing right. And don't think for 1 minute that the assistant coaches didn't know it. Don't think for 1 minute Lincoln Riley didn't know it. And more than that, don't think his teammate, come on now, his teammates knew it. They watching them practice films. They see the game films. So they knew it. Okay? Number 2, I did a little research, Slim, after the game was over. Cause, I'm old school. I didn't know, but it's in NIL. You know what that
Name, image, and likeness, Coach.
Yeah. Name, image, and likeness. Check it out. You know what Spencer Rattler's name, image, and likeness all together? Somewhere in the neighborhood of $750 to $800,000. You hear me? Slim, and he got 2 cars, not 1, 2. He got one of them high-tech $50,000 Dodge Ram.
One of the Dodge trucks, yeah.
And he got one of them Dodge Charger Scat Packs.
One of them SRTs, yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, brother. Spencer riding deep. Spencer riding deep. Now, understand something. None of that would have been an issue had he been playing like the preseason Heisman Trophy favorite. None of it would have even come to mention. None of this. We would have no issues at all had he been playing like he was going to be the preseason projected pick for the first pick in the draft, in the NFL draft. And none of this would have been an issue. Okay? Now, know this. Do know this. That there have been others, namely, take the Joe Burrows of the world, the Lamar Jacksons of the world, the Kyler Murrays of the world, who have also faced those same scenarios. And I'm talking about, and listen, I'm talking about having mama, daddy, Uncle Junior, cousin Riri, all them folk counting on you now. They counting on you. Look at it. But the difference is, those guys are grown men. And grown men play like grown men. Under pressure.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Spencer Rattler is showing us that he's still a kid and he can't handle that. And shame on mama and daddy for putting him in a grown man's spot that he wasn't ready for. Okay? Now, everybody want to live good. Everybody want their affluent life. But let me tell you something. Shame on that boy, mama and daddy, and all them leeches, them kinfolks that's sucking on that boy. Let's also don't forget the fact that he's a college student. Maybe he just might want to get his degree. Well, by the time you factor in academics and all them other distractions, is it any wonder? Is it any wonder that he played like he played? Slim.
Oh, coach, it really isn't.
We gonna
Now,
we going
no,
into
it
week
really
6.
isn't, coach.
We're going into week 6.
We're going to, yes, sir.
NFL. What's up with the National Football League? Give me the latest. Give me the latest.
The trade deadline is coming up, coach. As a matter of fact, it's right around the corner. It's November the 2nd at 4. Zach Ertz, the Eagles have already parted ways with them, sending him to Arizona.
I saw that.
Yes, sir. My thing is you need to look out for Cleveland. I think they're going to be the next people to part ways with Odell.
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham, coach. He's overpaid and he's underperforming. He's got a contract that's going to go through 2023.
Okay.
And what they need to do, they need to go ahead and trade that asset, put that asset back into the defense. They need to go get Trey Flowers, coach.
I heard that Detroit might be wanting to get rid of Trey Flowers before the trade deadline. I've heard that.
Yes, sir.
I see that.
Flowers and former defensive coordinator former defense coordinator at New England, Matt Patricia, and Flowers already have a history together. If you remember,
Detroit. That go back to Detroit.
Yes, sir. If you remember, it was Flowers who initiated that spark in Super Bowl 51 that led the Patriots over the Falcons.
That's right. That's right. Sack Matt Ryan. That
yes,
generated the turnaround. No question. There's no question. Sir. And so what you're saying, Slim, if I'm hearing you right, that if you're Dan Campbell, you new on the job.
Yep.
Matt Patricia out the door. Yep. Matt Patricia gone. And Flowers ain't quite performing like 90 million. 90 million now.
No, he's not, coach, but he can help you, and he's young. That's the thing, coach. He's young. He's only 28 years old, but you need to get him a change of scenery. You got to help a boy out. While we're still on Cleveland, coach, do you remember that 2018 draft class with those 5 quarterbacks? I'm talking about Baker Mayfield. I'm talking about Sam Darnold. I'm talking about Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, and Lamar Jackson.
I remember that class. All of them.
Okay, cool. Now picture a marching band. Okay. All 5 of them quarterbacks in the marching band. Baker Mayfield is the drum major.
You got him out front.
I got him out front, coach, and here's why. Josh Allen already got his paycheck, $43 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Darnold got smart, got up out of New York.
With Carolina.
The Jets.
He in Carolina.
Yes, sir. And now he's in Carolina. And we all know Lamar Jackson is the heart and soul of Baltimore. They march to his beat. My question to you is, will Baker Mayfield receive the same treatment?
Slim, not regular, no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the
like
no, no, no. Hell to the no. No.
Like that, coach.
It ain't happening.
Dang.
Slim. When you're talking about the first pick, the first round pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
You're talking about Troy Aikman, Hall of Famer. You're talking about John Elway, Hall of Famer. You're talking about Kyler Murray, who if he keep doing what he's doing. Thank you. If he keep doing what he's doing, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And I know I'm dating myself, but you're talking about 4-time Super Bowl winning Terry Bradshaw. I know I'm dating myself, but yeah, no, hell no, no. He ain't in that class, man. No, not nearby. Ain't happening.
Well, coach, not to beat a dead horse, no pun intended, but what's your take on Jon Gruden?
Well, you say no pun intended, but it is a pun because Jon Gruden's career dead in coaching, deader than Elvis Presley. It's deader than Elvis Presley. I'll tell you about Jon Gruden. Jon Gruden got exposed for who he truly is. He got exposed. But Slim, he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one.
Yes, sir.
Jon Gruden was comfortable enough to communicate the way he does when that's the way he does. That's the definition of him. He felt comfortable enough to express himself on how he feels about homosexuals, about how he feels about African American, about how he feels about women. And he showed his true hand, but he ain't the only one. Okay? Because here's what you ain't seen yet. You saw the emails going out.
Going out, yeah.
Yeah. We ain't seen no emails coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And Slim, there's some emails coming in. Oh, yeah, he was comfortable. We ain't seen them yet. And I'm going to tell you something else, Slim. There is a multi-billion dollar empire that right now, I guarantee you, friend, their booty is tight enough to snap off a 10-penny nail. And who you think that is?
Got to be ESPN, Coach.
Ding, 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 ding. No more calls. We have a winner.
Mm-hmm.
You dadgum skipping, my brother. And I'm going to tell you what, Slim, anytime you making $6 million and you the highest paid employee in the building, oh, brother, you real comfortable. Oh, you real comfortable. And so, Slim, you think of all those times going back and forth to the water cooler, sitting around having the water cooler. You think about all them times. Yo, John, let me catch a ride home from work, bro.
About that carpool, Coach.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Slim, what about the annual Christmas party?
Oh, because you know there had to been one, right?
Slim, and they sitting around the Christmas tree, decking the halls with boughs of holly, turning down a couple of eggnogs. Oh,
roasted chestnuts.
Oh, come on, bro. They got real comfortable. And all these folks working at ESPN talking about, oh, I'm shocked. Oh, I'm speechless. Oh, I'm saddened. You was a dadgum lie. You lying between your teeth. Because I guarantee you saw him for who he truly is. And also, now understand this too. He saw you for who you truly are too. Oh, yeah,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
Oh, that's why
sir.
I guarantee you. Ain't no question. Yeah, man. Ain't no question. Slim. Your boy Kyrie Irving. He don't want to take the shot. And I ain't talking about no 30-foot jumper. I'm talking about them vaccinations.
Yeah.
So we're going to borrow off of, pardon the interruption, your boy Michael Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser.
Right.
You got 60 seconds to give me your take on Kyrie Irving. And I got 60 seconds to give you mine. You got it.
All right, Coach. So, first of all, y'all have to understand that Kyrie Irving is a grown man. And in being a grown man, he's going to make grown man decisions. I'm going to make my own moves. If I don't feel, as Kyrie Irving, if I do not feel like I should put something in my body that people say will protect me, but when I look up all the research, I'm hearing things about skin diseases, enlarged testicles, heart problems. I'm hearing all these things. I'm like, why would I want to put this into my body after not even doing research? Secondly, I know I'm a professional athlete. I know I get paid to play this game. I'm looking at my online statements on whatever I'm using, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. I see I'm losing money every single day. When I decide I've lost enough money, I'm gonna go ahead and get that shot, go ahead and start balling, get my ducats back up, and finally get my ring. That's my take, Coach.
Well, okay, brother. Okay. I was counting as you was talking, and you said the word I 5 times. It's a team game that he's involved in. Basketball is a team game. Now understand this. As we speak, as we go to press, worldwide, almost 5 million dead worldwide. And Dr. Fauci is right. The shot, take the shot. And since you don't, you said it 5 times, that's what his mind thinking, people that come in that arena to watch you play got to breathe your air. And if you're too selfish to say nothing of your teammates, if you're too selfish to quarantine yourself, why don't you go out there in the parking lot and build you a gym, or just mark you out a goal and put it out there in the parking lot and shoot jumpers and do layups and do 360 dunks and see who's willing to pay money to watch you play in the parking lot. And Slim, that's my take.
Okay. You left me with some change there. Appreciate that, Coach.
All right, bro. Slim, we talking baseball. Kazuski Campanella talking baseball.
I don't know where you get this song from.
Okay. All right. Major League Baseball. Mildred, man, in the American League Championship, Dusty Baker has been to 5 of them, the manager of our beloved Houston Astros. He's been to 5 of them. He ain't got to the World Series yet. And Slim, right now, they knotted up 1 apiece. I'm telling you, dog, Boston got some sticks. Boston got 3 guys with 30 dingers apiece and 7 guys who have hit 20 homers apiece. Dude,
Coach,
the Astros ain't got no pitching, Slim.
Last game they set that world record against us with those 2 grand slams. They set a world record against us.
Dude, and Slim, you can't discount Houston's offense. I hadn't given up on them yesterday when they were down 9-0. But Slim, I'm telling you, I know you called it earlier, a rematch in 2017 between the Astros and the Dodgers. I hope you're right. But Slim, man, I'm telling you, I'm worried about my boy Dusty. I hope he get there. But Lord have mercy, I'm worried about my boy Dusty.
It'll be all right, Coach. We're going to get there. It's going to happen like it was in 2017. You're going to see the Dodgers and you're going to see the Sox again, the Astros again, believe me.
Okay. Well, man, I hope you're right. Slim, give my love to everyone in Oklahoma City.
You know I will, Coach. Tell Mama I love her.
I'll do it, friend. I sure enough will. Good to see you again, bro.
All right, good to see you too, Coach.
Take care. If you are a James Brown fan, and indeed I sure enough am, then you know that he had a hit record that encouraged all of us to get on up, get into it, and get involved. The Philadelphia Eagles, last Friday, as Slim reported, traded 3-time Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz to the Arizona Cardinals. And as I watched his press conference, 2 things. Number 1, the 2021 Philadelphia Eagles are a bad football team. And cutting, trading, dumping water, bailing out good football players after 6 games. Hey, that's what bad teams do in order to build for the future. I get it. Number 2, while Zach Ertz is excited about going to a good football team, the Arizona Cardinals, you could see that he was visibly shaken at the thought of leaving his home of 9 years, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, because of the work that he is committed to through the Ertz Foundation, he and his wife, Julie. The Ertz Foundation sponsors the Winter Delivery, where the Winter Delivery Project, which provides and furnishes coats, 1,000 coats, 1,000 hats, 1,000 pairs of socks, 1,000 hand warmers, 1,000 pairs of gloves, and more importantly, feeds 1,000 people who are underprivileged. James Brown said, don't raise your hand if you don't clean it. Don't raise your hand if you don't mean it. Zach Ertz went on to promise that he is committed to finishing the House of Hope, which is going to be a sanctuary for worship on Sunday and provide a safe haven for study, a Wi-Fi cafe for children in the Hunter Park part of Philadelphia, which is one of the roughest neighborhoods in Philadelphia. The master coach instructed and informed his 12 assistants that any man who would be great, let him first be a servant of all. Our living should not be about us, but about the service we render to others. Raise your hand, Zach Ertz. And hey, that's how I see it. 6 o'clock, straight up and down.
Hey, all right. That's how we see it.
That's how we see
That's
it.
how it is.
Show
Thank
enough.
God we get to do this again.
Thank God.
Ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
God.
thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Homespun Sports. Sports talk with a twist of down home wisdom. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're staying up to date with all of our premium content. It's all live, it's all real, and it's all for you. We love you so much, and make sure you tune in next week. Hey, Coach.
Yeah, man.
Gonna get up out of here like we came, man.
My brother, you said it right there. What he said. Bang! Hey, hey, hey! All right.